Kwame, my son, welcome. Thank you for making sure all these old faces are here today.
Sure.
It is with immense pride and joy to welcome you all today to launch the celebration of the 75th anniversary of our cherished university.
Sure.
Today we gather not only to honor the past, but to embrace the future. Under the inspiring theme, From Excellence to Eminence, 75 years of KNUST.
Sure.
75 years ago, the bold vision was conceived by the first president of this country, OTUMFUO Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, and my uncle, OTUMFUO II, to establish a university that will serve as a beacon of science, technology, and innovation for Ghana and beyond.
Sure.
Today we gather not only to commemorate that vision, but to celebrate its enduring legacy and extraordinary achievements.
Sure.
The story of the university is in many respects the story of possibilities, a story of students who arrived with dreams and departed with the capacity to change the world.
Sure.
A story of a vision marked with determination, endurance, and resilience. From its humble beginnings, KNUST has grown into a globally respected institution, distinguished for academic excellence, research, innovation, and science service to society. It has pioneered transformative initiatives, including being the first university in Ghana to introduce the semester system as well as the collegiate system. Innovations that have since become national standards and have positioned the university at the forefront of higher education reforms in the country.
Sure. Sure.
And I quite remember when these introductions were coming, there was some hue and cry. We weren't sure where we were going, but then Professor Kwesi Adam's time, and then during that it came, and Professor Adakwa was also part of it as Pro-Vice Chancellor then, and they always make sure to convince me that that is the right way to go, and surely it has been. Over the decades, this great university has produced generations of professionals, engineers, scientists, medical practitioners, architects, entrepreneurs, and leaders whose contributions continue to shape Ghana, Africa, and the world.
Sure.
The university's impact is visible in the country's infrastructure, industries, healthcare systems, and indeed in the very fabric of national development.
Sure.
But I have a concern here about infrastructure. If it is still flawed in it, we still cannot control it. My engineers, please help me.
Sure.
It all borders on waste management and education, but I know that my university should be able to tell us where to dump, what, plastics, wherever, because we train people on all these things. So please help me to resolve these problems. Because other than that, the whole Ghana is going to be engulfed with water and flood.
Sure.
As Chancellor, I'm particularly proud of the university's commitment to relevance and an ever-evolving global landscape. KNUST has consistently demonstrated the capacity to adapt, innovate, and lead. The university continues to uphold its founding mission while responding boldly to the demands of the 21st century.
Sure.
Anniversaries such as this are not only moments of celebration, but they are also moments of reflection and renewal. Moments of solemn declaration of our resolve to chart a new future of eminence. As we look to the future, we must ask ourselves, how do we sustain this legacy? How do we deepen our impact? How do we ensure that KNUST remains a leading force in knowledge creation and societal transformation?
Sure.
The answer lies in our collective resolve. As Chancellor, I'm particularly gratified that as KNUST celebrates 75 years of achievement, it is also preparing deliberately for the future through its 10-year strategic plan, Plan 2K35. This ambitious roadmap reflects the university's determination to move from excellence to greater eminence by strengthening academic excellence, advancing research and innovation, embracing this digital transformation, expanding global partnerships, and deepening its contribution to national development. Equally significant is the enactment of the Government University of Science and Technology Act 2025, Act 1157, which provides a renewed and modern framework for governance, administration, and institutional growth. The Act strengthens the university's capacity to pursue its mission with greater autonomy, accountability, and effectiveness while positioning it to respond confidently to emerging challenges and opportunities. I commend all who contributed to the development of Plan 2K35 and the implementation of Act 1157, particularly the Statute Development Committee for its diligent work. Together, the strategic plan and the new Act provide the vision and institutional foundation required to propel KNUST into its next era of growth, innovation, global relevance, and enduring impact. We must continue to invest in infrastructure, embrace digital transformation, strengthen research capacity, and foster a culture of innovation and entrepreneurship. We must also remain committed to nurturing not only brilliant minds, but also responsible citizens with integrity, character, and purpose. To our students, you are the future of this institution and of our nation. Take full advantage of the opportunities before you. Strive for excellence and act with integrity. To our faculty and staff, I commend your dedication and sacrifices. Your work remains the backbone of the university's success. To the government, both past and present, our alumni and partners, we thank you for your support over the years and urge you to deepen your engagement as we chart the next chapter of this journey. As we celebrate 75 years of excellence, let us be inspired not only by how far we have come, but how far we can go. The story of KNUST is still being written, and each one of us has a role to play in writing the next chapter. Chapters designed by innovation, driven by impact, and cultural evidence. On behalf of the university, I congratulate all who have contributed to this remarkable journey. At this juncture, I would want to specially mention the Vice Chancellors who have had the privilege to lead this great university. Dr. R.P. Bafo, our founding Vice Chancellor, Dr. Evans Amfon, Professor Bamfo Kwache, Professor F.O. Kwame, Professor E.H. Amono Madiza, Professor A.K. Professor J.S.K. Ayim, Professor Kwesi Andam, Professor A.K. Adakwa, Professor Doriro Ellis, Professor Kwesi Obri Damso, and last but not the least, Professor Rita Agosha Dixon. We are stellar leadership in shaping the course of the university is highly appreciated. Let's continue to shine as a beacon of knowledge, innovation, and service to the generations to come. I extend my warmest congratulations to the entire KNUST family fraternity. KNUST is a prestigious global brand that I commend both past and present governments, management, staff, students, alumni, and partners for their collective sacrifice in bringing the university this far. Allow me also to explicitly thank the organizing committee under the able chairmanship of Professor William Otu Ellis, who today I said is growing fat with around his stomach, and therefore you should check on that. And for their tireless efforts in steering these celebrations. And now it's my singular honor as the Chancellor to declare the 75th anniversary of the university duly launched.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. We are very grateful for doing us the honors of launching our 75th anniversary. I have a long list of dignitaries to acknowledge, so I'll plead with you that intermittently I'll be doing so that we don't cram it up. Shall we this morning please acknowledge the presence of His Excellency Angel Lusada Torres Covedo, the Spanish ambassador to Ghana. Also in our midst this morning is the Japanese ambassador to Ghana, His Excellency Hiroshi Yoshimoto. We also have in our midst a former SRC president, later became a council member, council chair in this university, former minister for sports. It was in his time that Ghana won the first World Cup under 17, Italia 91. Also a former ambassador from Ghana to India. Please welcome His Excellency Kwame Sarah-Mensah. In our midst again is, and each I mentioned is definitely an alumnus or an alumna. So let that be a standing protocol. Also in our midst this morning is Nana Mamfehini, who is also the Chidomhini of the Grapem traditional area. Please acknowledge your suffering man, Nana Ansa Sasarabu the So in our midst again is Dr. J.L. Lindsay Hollins, who is the founder of JL Properties and also the council chair of Cape Coast Technical University, about the biggest company that produces housing in Ghana, private capacity. Shall we please acknowledge him? We are pleased to have former General Secretary of the Church of Pentecost, also an alumnus. Please welcome Apostle Kumilabi. So I'll hold it here, and we'll be doing that intermittently to cut down on acknowledgements at the end of the program. Before we launch the book, we have a poetry recital which summarizes everything we've gone through. Shall we please welcome Kojo Awotwe for our poetry recital this morning.
So, Mr. Check right here, one chair, my entry. There is a whole new one here, in solo. I drink a seat. Yansa, Yansa. So, yeah, Cassa. Hey, I drink check. So, Cassa. Hey, I plan check. Nana, yes, sir. What do you think, Cassa? Standing on existing protocols, I greet you all. Church of Nanano, a Janon, Sir, great man kind of tea, I brought tea or any yam. In the good sounds from my yam. Emo, on Sunday, they need to say good shoot to the sir, one jenny, no. Our world is faced with questions, but I come with answers. See that? So you can same way I want and can't talk. Present some prayer and talk at the Ayan Macho.
Mas Manega!
So my day, in the crumpled state of our world, it is some way there, I from the halls of Indies, Republic, Prince Africa, Conti, Katanga. I come with joy, not anger, to tell you a beautiful story that has produced many beautiful stories like Kofi Annan. The Excellencies, Nana Nedu Wajuma Rollins, Samira Baumia, Nana Mutuosrebo II, Sabarima and Sasa Seku III, Dr. Thomas Mensah, Robert Onga, James Adute, the FPAC, the Lancer Chemist, the NS Chemist, Reverend Studanaba, Reverend Kakabedi, Kodibo, the many professors, the many ambassadors. They say, Obisa Sekeke KNUST, that the diocese of Beya ambassador and ambassador. And this is the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, the KNUST story. It's a story of vision, dreams made into action. It's a story of hope, written with an indelible ink that cannot be wiped away by water and soap. Listen. Come your chairman. I made a name a tetra. I'm a Brumu Achrama. Name a 4 Chima at Yasia. Whilst I beat the fountain from and tell the story of where we are coming from. There be everybody here from. But we were born out of the royal dream and made alive by a political regime. Until I move forward to the Omuji, Mokasa. I'm managed G. It's okay about the Sema. And another, I'm on your 4. Anything I'm for, I'm watching. It all began when Nana Prempeh the first had a dream to modernize his empire, thereby having a university in Kumasi, his capital. No one said, Yansapok. Saneno, Badrima. India, Budia. Say, Kenyan India, Kayan Manon, Budia. So, Nana Prempeh, Audikai, and they are in kind, in kind. So, they may have that chain, they might and non kind. So, any pump, any additional room, so this is school pump. So that upon the way, how many and boy or man call on the school in the crowd upon. But also, I go school upon. So that in academia, on the area. And then you bring for say the Asante, Mia, Nimia, Yadishia, Aria, every sumo Agohuneria. There is a new year, you cry. To be to be here. But it wasn't long. But he was sent into exile in Seychelles. But his dream was so strong that he broke his shells. Carrying shoulders high. By Nanasse Osea to my Prempeh II. The dream that after the Accra route, the Watson Commission was second. Let me pause a second and remind you that in 1943, July, Oliver Stanley, the Secretary of State for the colonies, established two commissions of inquiry into higher education, the Asquith Commission and the Elliott Commission. When their plans didn't come into fruition, came the Bradley Commission, who unanimously agreed to establish a university in Kumasi. Because of the support of the Asante and the other allies in Kumasi. And also, the Ashanti region produced almost half of the cocoa in the Gold Coast. Kumasi was central to the colony. But after further deliberation, it was suggested that the university would be best situated closer to government. So this meant that the initial thoughts came to a knot. But the Asante and his cohorts didn't halt. He kept pushing until the new legislative assembly realized that a future generation needs a nation that is industrialized. So, the Asante's long dream had been materialized. On October 6, 1951, the government passed an ordinance which saw the birth of the Gold Coast University of Science, Technology, and Arts, popularly known as the Kumasi College of Technology. The pioneers were the engineers. It was with not much difficulty the students from Achimota were admitted to form the engineering faculty. 1953 saw the addition of the Department of General Studies, School of Agriculture, Town Planning and Building, the Faculty of Science, and students, Department of Pharmacy from Bollywood were brought in to form the Pharmacy Department. 1957 was the School of Arts. 1958 was the School of Architecture. And that for 1962